Hey gang, Melissa here, and today I have a long overdue coupon organization video. How I organize my coupons, give you some ideas other than the way I organize my coupons if this system does not work for you. It just happens to be the best thing that has worked for me that I have found and tried over the past 3-4 years of doing this. So let me just jump in real quick with my method. I use the binder method, but I combine the binder method with the box method. Let me explain. When I get my Sunday papers, I buy anywhere from 4 to 10, depending on what coupons are going to be in there that week, and I have another video explaining where to get coupons and all of that fun stuff. I'll link that below, and that's some helpful information as well. But for this, I'm just going to focus on how I organize them. So I'll take all the inserts out of the Sunday paper, I'll put them together, I will separate them so that if I have 10 of them, you know, all 10 of those inserts are lined up, the pages are lined up, so I'm only cutting one time instead of cutting 10 different times. So I will cut them. And as soon as I cut the coupons, I usually do this on the couch while I'm watching TV, so I'm not wasting too much time, because it really is time consuming. It's really time consuming. I know, first world problems, I know. But when I cut the coupons, depending on whatever category it is, I will then file it into this box right here. And I have my box broken down with baby beverage, baby baking beverage, boxed, candy, canned, condiments, cookies, crackers, dairy, deli, free, frozen, hair, health, household, hygiene, makeup, pet paper, skin, supplements, miscellaneous, and then Target, because Target coupons you print out and they're separate. So I also file my printable coupons. I do the same way. When I get them from the printer, I will cut them and put them in the category here. And they live here for a little while. I try not to let them live here for very long, but sometimes that's the way it is. Now, for some people, that's it. This is their method, and this is how they file their coupons. The reason why, and there's nothing wrong with that. Again, you need to do what works for you. The reason why I decided to take one step further is because this is not a good thing for me to have to drag to the store. And some of you may be saying, well, but you get your shopping trip together, you know, you make your list and you get your coupons out before you leave. And yes, most of the time that's the way I do it, but I always like to take my binder with me, because you never know what you're going to run into that may be on clearance or just kind of a last minute thing, and I like having it laid out in the binder. So I've been talking about the binder, let me show you. So once they're in the box, I then will go category by category. I have fewer categories here than I do there, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but it works for me. And this is my binder. I have a 3-inch. This is from Case-It. I got it at Staples, and it zips. A couple things that I love about this binder. There's a lot of binders out there, and this is, I think it's my 4th binder before I finally found the one that was working for me. And I had a 1-inch and then a 2-inch, and finally I was like, that's not enough room. So I needed a 3-inch, but I'm not going any bigger than this because that's it. That's all I'm doing. The reason why I love this is because it zips all the way up. Okay, it's got this handle, plus it has this handle. So this is very easy for me when I'm going to the store, and about 95% of the time, if I'm going to any kind of a store, CVS, Walgreens, I have this binder with me. Again, just because even if it's not a planned trip, there's always clearance stuff there, and that's helped out a million times. So I'm able to carry this easily with my purse, because I have a baby too. Well, she's not a baby. I need to stop calling her a baby. She's going to be 3 next week. Stop calling her a baby. Sophie. I have Sophie with me, so I have a toddler with me, and it's just better to have a handle and a closure. Because one of my other binders didn't have a closure, and that was a hot mess because coupons would fall out, and it just wasn't fun for anyone. So, oh, plus also this opens there, which I don't really use a whole lot, but it has its moments where it's come handy. Alright, so opening this up, the other thing I like about this binder is it has this little zipper section right here, which a lot of times when I get my coupons together that I'm going to be using for a specific shopping trip, I'll put them in here in this little zipper part, and that way they're set for the trip. I'm sorry, this hair. And the other thing I like is it has this little feature here. And I have rebate forms, store policies, and store ads. I don't have any of the store policies in there anymore because I've been doing it so long that I really do know them like the back of my hand, and I haven't run into very many cases where I've had to show them to the cashier. If you read a lot of the new couponing websites or new to couponing, they suggest that you print out the store coupon policy for each particular store that you may go to in case you need to show it to either the manager or the cashier. And you might be thinking, duh, they should know their own policies. They don't. I mean, especially the cashiers if they're new. And it's not their fault, it's lack of training from management. So it might come in handy for people, but I don't really use it anymore. Store ads, I don't have any in there right now, but I will keep usually just Publix, Walgreens, and Target. Those are the ads that I keep in there. And then rebate forms. Once I fill out a rebate form for a product, I'll make a photocopy of it and I'll put the form in there so that I can check, make sure, hey, okay, has my rebate come in yet? And then once it comes in, I'll be able to throw it out. So on to the actual coupon sections. I don't have every category that I have in the box, but I have most of them. I have baby. Of course, I have that one that fell out. That's actually baking. Beverage, boxed, candy and gum, canned, cookies, dairy, deli, frozen. That one was free, and that was hair. See, these are sliding out. I need to find a couple more. Then it goes to healthcare, household, hygiene, makeup, paper goods, pet, skin, supplements, and whatnot. The categories, you do them how you need to do them. Some people have less categories. Some people have them broken down into even more categories. And that to me it would be a little bit too overwhelming for me. And then I have the baseball sheets. There's different kinds of plastic. I'm sorry that I'm looking into the viewfinder a lot. I'm trying to make sure I'm in frame to show you what I need to show you. I like the baseball card, these ones. Some people have the section where there's 3 sections off and you can slide it in, but I find that I'm always able to either cut or fold the coupons into the little pockets, and it's worked just fine for me. If I don't have a lot of coupons in a particular section, I won't even fold them. I'll just do them like that. But if I do, like, let me go to household. No, liar. Is that household? Let me find it. Okay, let me go to healthcare. Healthcare, there's always a lot for healthcare. So I definitely try to make sure those are in there. And I use both sides. At first that started off with I didn't use both sides, but then I had so many that it became necessary to use both sides. So just go in there and there's a couple ones. I have these of the dividers that I have in between. I have a pocket or a half a pocket on each side. So here and here. And I like that for extra coupons. Like I have these ones here because they're expiring soon. 10/6, today is 9/28. So 10/6, sometimes I won't necessarily put those in the individual pockets if they're coming up and they're expiring very soon. So this is the binder method. Again, there's smaller binders, box method. If this overwhelms you, and the way I started off a long time ago was they had the little envelopes. You can get them anywhere, any office supply store, Target, Walmart. And they're just the little envelopes that are like that have the little sections in them and the tabs in them. And if this overwhelms you, start there. Start with the little one and start cutting just the coupons that you might use. I cut every single solitary coupon. And when I first started doing this, I didn't, but then it made sense once I got into it more. And the reason I do that is for money makers. You never know what is going to be a money maker. And by that, what that means is you have a coupon for something, it goes on sale, and there's a gift, like at Target, if there's a gift card, you end up getting money back. And that happens a lot more than you think. It happens at Walgreens a lot, it happens at Target a lot, it happens at Publix too. But it happens more than you think. And it's more time consuming and you end up throwing away a lot of coupons. But I definitely, when I started getting really into couponing and I still wasn't cutting every coupon, those money makers would come up and I'd be like, oh, I should have cut that coupon. So now I just cut everything. I cut everything. And a lot of times I will leave coupons on the shelves. I like to be the coupon fairy. I will leave coupons on shelves that I know I'm not going to use in case somebody else might use them. I mean, I'm obviously not able to do that with every coupon, and I don't always get to do that, but a lot of times I do that because I'm at the store anyway. And another thing you can do, you can get on Google and you can Google coupon organizers or coupon organization, and there are companies that sell kits, and they're all different kinds, all different intricacies and different prices. And again, for me, I wanted to do it on my own. I wanted to customize it on my own, and I didn't want to spend a bunch of money to save money, even though the binder is a little bit expensive, but worth it because I've had this particular binder for over a year now. Super sturdy. I'll put the name of it below. I get nothing for telling you that. There's just the one that I find that I like and has lasted and is really sturdy. Another method that people sometimes use is they will just file whole entire inserts. They'll just get numerous copies of the inserts and they will put them like in a file box by week. And you know, they're Smart Source, Red Plum, P&G, and so they'll just label what particular week it is and what particular insert it is and have it in a box. Again, that doesn't work for me because I like having all of my coupons with me when I go to the store. But it's something different. There you have it. That is the way that I organize my coupons. A few other ideas for you on how you may want to start organizing yours. However you do it, just start. Just start. I think you'll be really, really surprised at how much money you can save and how quickly you can grow a little stockpile. And it's always surprising. When I take a break, it's always surprising to me when I start up again. Well, it's a few things. It's surprising how fast my stockpile builds, but then it's so frustrating. It's like, ugh, why have I been throwing away so much money? And it's because it's time consuming. And for me, I know that every now and then I always need to kind of take a break from it. I need to just kind of stop for a minute because it is so time consuming. All right, so there you have it. That's the way that I organize my coupons. A few other ideas for you. Let me know if you have any questions. If you're not doing it yet, just start. Start somewhere. Even if it's small, start small, and you could kind of get comfortable with whatever you need to get comfortable with and move on if you want. Because there really is a lot of money to be saved, and I think you would be surprised if you're not couponing already at how quickly your stockpile can grow, or in how many different things are out there that you can get for free that you're like, oh my gosh, I've been paying full price for like shampoo and razors and stuff all along. So I'll link my other couponing videos below, and there's more to come in the future, so stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.